Macmillan is one of the UK's largest charities, helping people to deal with cancer in all walks of life, whether it be emotionally, practically or financially. The charity was established in 1911 by Douglas Macmillan, who aimed to provide information on recognising, preventing and treating cancer to patients, doctors and members of the public. Macmillan Cancer Support has been growing stronger and stronger ever since.
My name's Holly Smith. My job is Sales Support Manager at Northland Limited.
My name's Jo Bucket. I fundraise for Macmillan. It's my way of paying back what they gave me in the past.
My role, I'm the fundraising manager for Somerset, so it's my job to spend as much time as possible in the community, working with colleges, companies, individuals, people who are living with cancer.
I first learnt about Macmillan's in 2001 when I had radiotherapy at Torbay Hospital.
I am a Macmillan Respiratory Nurse Specialist or Lung Cancer Nurse Specialist.
My name's Anne. I'm a Macmillan Cancer Information and Support Nurse and I manage this Cancer Information and Support Centre here in Musgrove Park Hospital.
We first really raised the awareness of Macmillan when unfortunately a member of our staff fell ill with cancer, and we all saw the fantastic support that Macmillan had given the individual and their family and friends.
Macmillan have specially trained nurses to help people through their treatment and give them and their family all the information and help they may need.
Macmillan helps in lots of different ways. Some of it's support once you've got cancer. For me, it was supporting me on the finance side.
I was introduced to one of the Macmillan nurses who was extremely useful, reassuring. In 2003, I'd heard about the coffee morning. It was then that I decided that I should do something about it because I thought that it was a very good charity. I knew a lot of people who had help from them, and that's the reason why I started, and we started from our house.
You can make a real difference to people. They don't have to be curable to be able to make a positive impact.
We offer information to anybody affected by cancer. Alongside that, we offer a huge amount of support. Having cancer can be quite traumatic for patients and their families, and we're here to provide a support service.
Macmillan is there to support everybody living with cancer, and that is through providing emotional, financial and practical support.
We currently run cheese sales every 2 to 4 weeks, which 100% of any money taken goes to Macmillan. We also started raising money for Macmillan with the coffee morning, which was a great success. We had members of our staff make lovely cakes, all for free obviously.
People tend to want to raise money for their own reasons. They've either had friends, parents, sisters, daughters who have suffered with cancer and they want to do their little bit. So it could be people holding a fundraising event in their own house, or they might go off and climb Kilimanjaro. As long as they get the support that Macmillan is actually really good at and the donor care, they can just concentrate on raising as much money as possible.
Macmillan also helps people suffering with cancer in more simpler ways, such as costs of heating, parking and transport, and even just someone to talk to. They also provide grants and support families with money raised by the public.
I was doing lots of different things. I was making lots of phone calls, writing lots of letters, trying to find help. And I was pointed in the direction of the Citizens Advice in Bath, where there was a lady that was funded by Macmillan.
I think they're very successful, very worthwhile charity.
We raised about £300, which, bearing in mind the lack of space, we did extremely well. And then the next year we did the similar thing, and we doubled that.
99% of the funding for Macmillan come through voluntary donations. So to give you an idea, we need to raise about £118 million across the UK.
They offer many services for people dealing with cancer right from the day they are diagnosed. This can be through emotional support and advice.
Macmillan have been invaluable in the setting up and the running of this Cancer Information Support Centre. We've been running now 7 years.
I wanted to raise money for Macmillan after I'd been diagnosed with cancer and then given the thumbs up. And I'd always thought about the Great Wall of China. And so I thought, what a better an excuse than to do something I'd always wanted to do and also raise money into the process.
Many of us have actually seen the fantastic work that Macmillan has done to support individuals with cancer, and it's something that we as a business wanted to get behind.
Yeah, it was a question of getting people together, and the important thing about it really is the fact that you have enough advertising.
On my walk I raised just over £8,500. Macmillan are ultra friendly. They've helped me out and they've always been so supportive, and nothing has ever been too much trouble for them.
People will obviously raise a lot of money. Over a third of our income comes through legacies, where people remember Macmillan in their wills. That alone raises in excess of £43 million last year.
We actually decided to heavily support charities, and when we launched our campaign, and we actually allowed every individual in the business to vote of which charity they would like to support, Macmillan won by far, just obviously from everyone seeing the fantastic work that it does.
I can honestly say I wouldn't be here without cancer research, I wouldn't be here without breast cancer care, but at the time when I needed them the most and I needed the help, it was Macmillan that come through for me. So I will always be indebted to Macmillan.
I'm not unique. I mean, anybody could do it, really.
On a day-to-day basis, I manage the centre, and I'm here for patients and their families to drop in. No need to make an appointment, ask questions, receive support, talk over concerns and information needs that they might have relating to their cancer.
I wanted to be a Macmillan nurse because of the reputation. It was always something that it was something to strive for, really.
It's one of those things that it comes back to a local level. It's the big numbers are only made up by the money that is raised locally. So from Coffee Morning in itself, we're on target to raise about £60,000 in Somerset, and that all helps go towards the bigger target.
They supported through many different ways, through just general support, listening and care, through the whole situation. They provided financial support, I believe, for the family, and just guidance and advice through the whole process, really.
There is definitely a place for the media, putting it out there on television, advertising Macmillan. You have to, because the media, television, gets to thousands, millions of people.
We will always look to work with radio stations, newspapers, other people who can help us sort of spread the word, groups and associations, anything from sort of Lions and Rotary clubs, WI clubs, any kind of networking opportunities possible, really, as we find that word of mouth is absolutely the best kind of referral and way to raise awareness.